and welcome back to another episode of Power Rangers Lore. Today we're going to talk about none other than Prince Gasket. Yes, Prince Gasket, the basically exiled prince of the Machine Empire who showed up in Zeo that you barely know anything about. Well, he is back and we're going to talk about him now. Now, in truth, he wasn't really back. He might come back eventually, but I doubt it. They might have just forgotten about him entirely. He is the first built son of King Mondo and Queen Machina. If you did not know, they are all robots, and so therefore he is a built son, not the firstborn son, and is the older brother to Prince Sprocket. However, he was exiled from the Machine Empire because he fell in love with another machine, none other than, I'm gonna butcher this name, Archina. I'm gonna look up a video. Well, after looking through some videos, I've realized it's pronounced Archerina. Yes, Archerina. That's exactly how it spells. That's amazing. Now, however, why he fell in love with her and why he was exiled is because she is none other than the daughter of Mondo's arch nemesis, King Ardon. Yes, or Ardon. Ardon or Ardon? We'll figure it out. It's not really important. There's actually no information on Ardon besides the fact that he's mentioned in this regard, and that's it. We don't know if he's still alive or the like, but Prince Gasket and Archerina basically fell in love, and their marriage was never approved of, so they basically eloped in just left. They're like, oh no, whatever, Dad, you can't tell us what to do. We love each other, which is a big thing for monsters to fall in love, especially for Power Rangers, and to basically ignore their parental advisors. Now, he would only return after the death of his father's basically announced, and he comes running back to her, basically to take care of his mother, and depose of the interloper known as Louis Kabumi, and he wants to be named king. However, instead, he named himself Prince Regent, as Mondo was being rebuilt. So he was like, okay, well, I can't rule forever because my dad's coming back, and he will just, destroy me if he thinks I'm usurping him. So, while at that time, he's like, I'm going to be the Prince Regent and rule from there. Which is still very impressive for a son. If he was really hated his father, he would have just basically went back to where Mondo's being built and just destroyed him right then and there. But he didn't. He just took over there. Now, he has some pretty interesting schemes going on, too. His biggest one is that he brainwashes Tommy Oliver, then Red Ranger 5, or Zeo 5, into temporarily thinking he is the king of the Machine Empire and the other Rangers are his enemies. Now, it would be foiled by none other than Jason, who refused to hit him and the like, but whatever. Another plot was that he also traps people the people of Earth, in a time loop and forces them to live the same day over and over again. Now, he does this basically to observe them and figure out the best way to attack them. And basically does that type of machine going, okay, if this doesn't work, we'll do this, we'll just adjust. If it doesn't work, we'll see how this works next time. And that's a pretty brilliant strategy that none of the other villains have really figured out. Now, the only reason it failed is because Tommy knew it was a time loop because of the early tampering with his brain that Gasket did to him when he was being brainwashed. I don't know how that prevented them from being time looped, but whatever. That was kind of a loose tying in, but at least they gave some explanation. They could have gained the Zeo. I touched the Zeo Crest at the exact moment it protected me. But whatever, I'm not gonna judge too much. Now, when Mondo was rebuilt and returned as his king and took position, Gasket and Archina fled for time. But they eventually would come back in the last episode of Show-In, which is Hawaii 0, which they grew into giants, but are overwhelmed by the Zeo Ultrazord. But they survived the blast, and just when they're about to face Prince Sprocket, King Mondo arrives to confront them. With that, they're basically forced to flee again and are never seen again. Now, their fate after the energy wave the Zordon unleashed when he died is never revealed. They could possibly still destroy. They could be destroyed. They could be out there somewhere, still far away. We know that Mondo is around up to that point and is turned to dust after that point there, but we don't know anything about them, where they could be out there rebuilding the Machine Empire. We know that fragments of the Machine Empire did survive because they tried to come back in the Ranger for Red Forever episode. I would like to see Gasket and Archina come back in some fashion. I think it'd be really cool to bring back those legendary characters. And I hope Hasbro goes back in the lore and goes, where'd these guys go? Because they weren't seen on screen dying, so it could be anything. Now, here's an interesting thing about him. He is a monster creator himself. He created monsters as seen as the Mecha Caterpillar. I can't speak right now. And the Mecha Caterpillar 3000. And he can summon monsters at will. Now, he's able to teleport. He's able to jump extremely high. He is energy heart form. And can join with Archina to form a green and pink energy heart. Yes, he's the power of love. Can conquer everything. Even the Power Rangers themselves. Now he has a machine sword, which is just a machine sword, exactly what it sounds, and he has energy beams that can fire from the tip of his sword. That is none other than Prince Gasket himself. I hope to see if he ever comes back. I would love to see him be like a good real callback, other than just Lord Zed. Prince Gasket showing up and like there, or maybe he's even on the side of good at this point. Maybe we've seen the error of his ways, and he said that love conquers everything, but we never know. I hope to see a lot more going on, but it's up to them. Now, that is today's episode, and I hope to see you there guys soon. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what he is. Do you guys want to see Prince Gasket back? I know I do. And if you don't know who he is, feel free to ask questions. Thank you guys. May the power protect you always. See ya.